Here are a couple of tips on how to use the walkthrough videos in order to complete the tasks efficiently. I teach a lot of programming courses for CIS and CS, and I try to make walkthrough videos for all of my courses. And most of my students find that one technique that's useful is to open the video in one window or one tab and then have the actual course material open in a separate tab. So I'm going to go to the top here, and instead of just clicking on content, I'm going to right click and select open link in new tab. And you can do this in Internet Explorer or in Chrome, which I'm using here. And then when I start watching the video, I'm going to switch back and forth between the video and the actual window. So let's go ahead and start this. In this video, we're going to look at the news item on the course homepage that welcomes students to the class. The important thing to remember here is that some of your students may be taking an online course for the first time, and when they get to your homepage, this might be the first time they're ever seeing the Desire to Learn course show. This page is pretty complicated. It's got tabs all over the place and tools and buttons and so on. And so it's important to let your student know how to get started in the class. If we look at the introductory news item, we see that it clearly establishes what the class is about, but then it doesn't really tell the student how to get started. So let's go ahead and fix that. I'm going to go to the drop-down next to News and go to the News tool. Okay, now I'm going to pause the video, and I had put it in full screen, so I'm going to exit full screen. I'm going to go to my course homepage and go to the News tool the same way as I just saw in the video. And I'm going to switch back to the video and continue. And here I see all of the news postings that are currently in my class. And I want to edit this first one. I'm also noting that there's an instructor news posting as well that we're going to have to change at some point because Robert Redford was the previous instructor. But we'll address that later. So for now, I'm just going to click on Welcome Mark. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause and click on Welcome Mark. And we see the description text. And I get to the text editing tools, the HTML editing tools in Desire to Learn. So the first thing I want to do is, if I have any students in my class who have never taken an online course, I want to point them at an Intro to Online Learning module. So let me go ahead and start there.
So that takes care.
So that's the first part of the first video, and I would work through the rest of the videos the same way. Now, this may work for you, or you may decide that you want to watch more of the video and then go back and do more of the tasks. There are also bulleted lists of all of the steps that you need to do to perform most of the tasks, and so you might want to either refer back to these while you're doing the task or see how much of the videos that you can skip.